If you're thinking about moving to the Reno area, here are some things that you're going to want to know as a first-time home buyer. My name is Amy Burgos, and I'm going to go over some things you're going to want to know as a first-time home buyer. And if you enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. And if you're thinking about relocating to the Reno area, feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to help you. When my husband and I were looking for our first home 8 years ago, I had no idea what to expect. My husband is a real estate agent, but back then I was not. And throughout the entire process, I was very hands-off. And to be honest with you, I didn't even see our first home in person, which is surprising to a lot of people. However, I did see it through photos and it looked very nice. If you are in the same boat as I was 8 years ago and are just kind of lost in the process of buying your first home and not really knowing what to expect, this video is for you. Let's talk about a lender. So what I tell my clients is you're going to want to speak to a lender. And the reason for this is because a lender is going to be the one who's going to tell you exactly how much house can you afford. And that's super important, as well as what type of loan you're able to qualify for. It's very unfortunate when people are out looking for houses and they fall in love with the perfect house, checks all the boxes. However, they do not qualify for that amount. And so it's disheartening and discouraging, and it's something that I don't want you guys to go through. So definitely reach out to a lender. If you need a referral, just reach out and I'd be happy to give you some. I want to touch on the 3 common loans. The first loan I want to go over is the VA loan, or Veterans Administration loan, which is a government-backed loan, which means that they're typically easier to qualify for and you have a lower interest rate. The good thing about the VA loan is that it requires no down payment. So if you don't have money saved up, then this is a great loan for you if you qualify for it. Also, they don't have mortgage insurance as well. Another great thing about the VA loan is that there is no minimum credit score. However, certain lenders require certain credit scores from you, such as say a 580 credit score or higher, depending on which lender you go with. The next loan type I want to go over is FHA, or Federal Housing Administration, which is also government-backed. The great thing about this loan type is that you can have a lower credit score as well as a lower down payment, which is great for first-time home buyers. Your credit score can be in the 500s and your down payment can be as low as 3.5%. One downside to the FHA loan is that your mortgage insurance will stay throughout the entire life of the loan unless you put 10% down, then it'll fall off after 11 years, or unless you choose to refinance into a different loan type. The next loan type is conventional, which is a conforming loan, meaning your lenders have to follow specific guidelines in order for your loan to be resold to, say, Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae. Conventional loans typically call for higher credit scores. It could be in the 620s or even higher, and you're looking at anywhere between a 3 to 5% down payment. Unless you put 20% down, you will have what's called a PMI, which is a private mortgage insurance that'll be added to your monthly mortgage payment. And this rate will be provided to you by your lender. Let's talk about DTI, or debt to income ratio. Lenders are going to dig deep into your finances. They're going to look at your gross income and what that ratio is to your current debt payments. These can include credit cards, personal loans, student loans, child support, and alimony. Your lender is also going to look at your pay stubs, bank statements, and tax returns. And it's good to know that each loan type has a different debt to income ratio, and your lender will let you know what those are. Let's talk about closing costs. Closing costs will range you as a buyer anywhere between 2 to 2.5% of the price of the home, and this is due at the time of closing. Closing costs are fees such as origination fees, which is cost to process your loan, title fees, escrow fees, appraisals, insurance, surveys, and taxes. And your lender will give you a breakdown of the costs as well, so there won't be any hidden charges. Let's talk about EMD, or Earnest Money Deposit. Your EMD shows in good faith that if your offer is accepted, then you will buy that house. The great thing about the EMD is that that money actually goes towards closing costs. And a good rule of thumb to follow is you don't want to go more than 1% of the purchase price as your EMD. So if you're looking at a $500,000 home, then $5,000 is sufficient enough for your EMD. Next is finding an agent. You're going to want to find an agent that is well versed in the current and local market. You're also going to want an agent that is there to support and guide you through the biggest purchase of your life. Finding an agent that is well versed in the market can help you save money by negotiating on your behalf. Otherwise, you could leave a lot of money on the table. Next is get to know the area. When you start looking for a home, you're going to want to get a better idea as to what the neighborhood feels like, as well as the surrounding areas. My suggestion to you is to go and explore that area, explore that neighborhood, and as well as do it at different times, whether it's during the daytime, the nighttime, or weekdays or weekends, so you could really absorb what it's going to be like. And then you could decide whether or not that area is right for you. Let's talk about finances. And this is a no-brainer. You're going to want to have your finances in order, as well as having a stable job. There are costs that will need to be paid at closing and even before closing, so you're going to want to have some savings. Buying a home can be a lot, but finding the right agent to help guide you through the process will make it possible for you to find a home. If you enjoyed this type of content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.